going to describe how I have improved my fluency because of reading book every day. So let's continue with me, guys. I have already uploaded one video related to Sudha Murthy's book, and today I'm also going to read forward from Sudha Murthy's book, as you can see here. So guys, if you want to practice with me, so you can join my channel right now. Yeah, so let's continue with me. The mission is the message. And yeah guys, this forward has described like all of God creations, only man has a choice like between good and evil, and he also reaps his rewards according to what he chooses. So let's continue with me, guys. Now I'm going to read. So guys, if somewhere or the other something will wrong or I need to improve, so you can tell me in the comments, because I'm a learner, so I'm learning a language, so making mistakes is okay. We are has to the tradition of seeing human quality as sattva, rajas or tamas. This is a beautifully Indian way of expressing a metaphysical concept familiar to the other civilizations as well. Of all God creations, only man has a choice between good and evil, and he reaps reaps his rewards according to what he chooses. Few shed are consciously to perform sattvic work. Favor still deliberately desire a life of tamas. Guys, deliberately means janbhuj. Some could even start out with tamas or rajas and elevate themselves to sattva. All this would be attributed to the larger cosmic scheme of karma. Guys, attributed means श्रेय दिया गया and cosmic means ब्रह्मांडी. Jamshedji Tata appears to have had only a sattvic view of life and work, laying an industrial foundation for his country, starting educational and research institutions, and setting up a network of charities when such ideas were unknown. On the other hand, Alfred Nobel spent his genius inventing dynamite and smokeless gunpowder, which would all become agents of mass destruction. Then, perhaps stung by the implications of his life's achievements, he put the fortune he made to sattvic use by instituting the Nobel Prize as recognition for the noble work. Sudhamurti was not meant to hide her light under a housewife's bustle. She was born with teacher's blood in her veins, and teaching she learned early was a vocation that could help her save the world. But she did not remain just another face in the teaching crowd either. Unseen but clearly felt forces propelled her into unfamiliar territory. For the first thing, she married a man with socialist blood in her veins. For another, when the benedications of capitalism came their way, the instincts of the teacher and the socialist combined to take them into an orbit of public service for public good. While remaining a teacher, wife, mother, and very much the woman next door, Sudha Murthy turned into an institution. She has built no edifice, no public announcements accompany her work, no status or tablets or archways proclaim her presence. She goes into terrible forest, into harmless revolts by poverty, into communities devastated by disease. She discovers the deserving of her own. The assistance she supplies meets the demand she sees. Assistance she supplies meets, sorry for repeating again. For frustrations, obstacle, and red tape do not slow her down. Personal experience, her travels, and her encounters with ordinary people with extraordinary minds. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Guys, as you can see here, whenever I start reading, so I mark with a yellow. I use yellow marker for here marking like the word I didn't understand, and like important things like of all God creation, man has alone a choice between good and evil. So guys, like that you can also mark, like you didn't understand some word meanings, so you can mark. And whenever you start reading again, so before reading you need to search the word meanings Hindi, and also the pronunciation is also important. Because if you will only if you need to know, if you know only like Hindi meaning, then you will only understand the message. But if you know the pronunciation, so you will also like you need to also know the pronunciation, because when you read, so you will also pronounce the same way as uh, as as here need to pronounce the word. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you also want to improve your speaking, so read everyday book. Like I'm not gonna say like that you have to read the same book. Like if you have another book, and like there are so many books in like shops, or you can buy online offline. So guys, choose book according to you, like your interest. If you are interested in spiritual book, like if you are interested in reading like Bible, so you can buy what kind of books you like to read. But you have to must read guys, because without reading you can't become fluent. And without, I'm not gonna say like that only reading book will help you to improve. Of course you need to speak every day, because if you're not speaking, so you won't be able to improve. And yeah guys, this is a language, so it's really needed speaking. Because if you know grammar very well, if you know like how to use models, how to use prepositions, how to use like tenses whenever we talk about past, and whenever we talk about present and future. So guys, you need to work like whatever you learn today, so you have to practice of that thing. Like if you learn today new 5 words, so you have to practice. Because if you will not practice, then you will forget, you will forget, and you will also not improve. Because learning is important. I'm not gonna say learning is important, but practice is much more important. Because you are learning a language, so you have to speak every day. Because without speaking you can't become fluent in English. It's really